minutes of goaltending.
Yeah, Honeybaked is from Detroit. There was a guy on their team, his last name was Mitch. His name Mitch's son. Not 89, he was 89. No, not these guys, not these guys. He was a younger teammate. Right? There's more than one team sometimes. Kenny, remember the game open to me. I want to do the game open on camera, like we've been doing. What's the tournament director's name? Robin Trellis or you think it's Dom? I'm thinking it's Dom.
We all St. Mary's pussy.
We welcome you to Robert Morris University and the 84 Lumber Arena as FastHockey.com brings you coverage of the U14 Tier 1 Youth Nationals. Hi folks, my name is Jeff Disher and I'm set to bring you action featuring Shattuck St. Mary's and Detroit Honeybaked. Some statistics that you might want to know about as we get set to go underway here in a moment. For Shattuck, they have 7 goals. The final 4 teams in playoff goal scoring. The Honeybaked goaltending starter, likely Dylan St. Cyr, played 96 minutes in the quarter and semifinal matchups combined. So good things set to come as we get set to crown a champion.
For the 2013 Toyota USA Hockey U14 National Championship. This morning's championship game features the Detroit Honeybaked and Shattuck St. Mary's.
Honeybaked and Shattuck finishing up team preparations. And we will go to the national anthem. So we will be back to start the game. Puck drop is next on FastHockey.com. The anthem has been played, and we are set for action here at the 84 Lumber Arena, the first of three. Back to back to back championship games. We are crowning national champions at Robert Morris. And again, for those just joining us, my name is Jeff Disher, set to bring you all three championship games here in Tier 1. Interesting to see who the goaltender will be for Honeybaked. We have St. Cyr.
All right, fans, who's ready for some championship hockey?
Also saw Michael Lantarella warming up. And indeed, it is Lantarella in net. Not the first time, but definitely not the last time the roster curse bites. Michael Lantarella will start for Detroit Honeybaked, while Ryan Edquist, who has been studly in Shattuck's elimination games, will get to go for the boys that skate left to right. We are underway with the U14 National Championship, and like that, it's a hockey night in Pittsburgh. Detroit Honeybaked will take the first substantial possession as that one is brought into the zone. Shot on by Armstrong, and it will actually go wide to the near corner, where controlling is Lindgren, who scored a goal or two yesterday in Shattuck's semifinal victory that I had the chance to broadcast. Icing called, and not even 30 seconds in, we have our second face-off of the game, first stoppage. This face-off right in front of Lantarella to his left. And the face-off won by Honeybaked. This goes to Ben Gleason behind the net. And now coming forward with it as that's tapped ahead by Lewandowski. Now it'll go to Scholler. Scholler sends it around to the far side, where on the play is Crossley. Crossley brought it out with a little help as it goes back to center for Detroit Honeybaked. That's Ben Gleason over on the near side. Goes to Sean Billy. Comes ahead of the neutral zone, where controlling are Shattuck St. Mary's as Sam Shrout brought it in. He was tousled off the puck by 71 Lewandowski. Now that shot on, rebound, won't go, we still play on. Great setup in the offensive zone for Detroit Honeybaked with some shots at the top of the blue paint. We encourage you to check out the USA Hockey Nationals on Twitter at USAH Nationals for coverage from all around the country, including here in Pittsburgh. Face-off substitution for Shattuck. And Shattuck St. Mary's wins the face-off, and they'll send it back out to center. Honeybaked over to get it, Alex Armstrong among others. And now Mason Palmer controls for Honeybaked before Greenway goes back to get it. Greenway crunched into the boards, and Honeybaked come out with control. That centering effort blocked off by Shattuck, and here comes Shattuck St. Mary's. Just out of the reach of Robert Bluger, the kid brother to Minnesota State's Teddy Bluger, as that puck is stolen and given right back to Ben Lown. Racing in is Armstrong, but that will be averted via the icing call. 13:58 left in the first period of the first of three national championship games here at 84 Lumber Arena. Face-off won by Detroit Honeybaked. They look to bring it down low into the corner. Shattuck looking to bring it out with Clayton Keller. Not so fast, says Honeybaked. This comes up to Badurka, but Badurka had the puck stolen as it goes right back 224, Billy. Now Shattuck looking to clear it away with Lindgren. Lindgren around his net. Lindgren brings the puck himself to the neutral zone. Will dump it in at the red line. Lindgren after it. Did he pick up his own dump in? Yep. Honeybaked now coming out to the near side. Up and down the ice we go. This one brought to Lalonde. His shot goes wide. And now the rebound stuffed over by Lindgren. And this puck sails back to Honeybaked's end of the ice. Going over to McKeehee, as that one is dumped in rather craftily by 61 Ben Gleason. Brought on by Shattuck St. Mary's now. That's Stroud. Stroud enters 3-on-3 at the line, so no trailer is necessary. Centering pass blocked off by Detroit. Honeybaked, and here come Honeybaked. Brought on by Gallant. Now down low, Honeybaked looking for a centering pass. Shot just goes wide of the stick side. Gleason kept it in. Now over, back behind the net is Scholler. Scholler tried to send it out, but he was unsuccessful. Honeybaked looking to set up with Kudarenko, trying to do so in the neutral zone, as this one goes over to Ben Gleason. Gleason brought it in. He's onside. Gleason deked around two men, but lost the puck when he went to deke his second. That puck goes up off the ceiling. Welcome to Tropicana Field, folks, where the upper catwalk is in play. Depending on where you hit in that lovely ballpark, you can hit a home run by hitting a ball to the ceiling. That's simple. So a face-off between the blue line and the face-off circle. And we're back underway with Shattuck taking control. That is Greenway. Greenway looking to come ahead as it's tapped ahead by Hutsko. Now going down low into the zone is Bedurka. Bedurka tried to clear. He was unsuccessful in doing so. Puck bouncing at center. Nothing in the way of soft ice there as Greenway tries to control. Goalless here in the early going. Now brought into Honeybaked's defensive zone. That's Bloomfield. Bloomfield and actually Armstrong over there as well to control the play for Detroit Honeybaked. That's Armstrong back behind the net. He's looking for a teammate. Armstrong got it back. And Armstrong sent it to center, but the puck intercepted by Greenway. Greenway drive bounces to the rear of the goal. Going after it is Lindgren. Lindgren, an offensive power for Shattuck St. Mary's yesterday, scoring one of the early markers. Lindgren backhands his way in, centers one. That won't go. Rebound goes to the far corner. Honeybaked looking to clear it out of danger. They are up nearly against the ropes. This goes back out to center where Shattuck can reset, and that puck will be tipped in by Keller. Keller along with Riley Williams. Keller there on the puck. Williams couldn't get over quick enough, and Honeybaked looked to clear with Bedurka. First time I've seen the Honeybaked 14 and unders in this event. And we have an arm raised. We'll have a penalty coming, and it will go against Shattuck St. Mary's. So the time of the penalty here is 7. No, we'll check that. Should be 6:04. And just a note for you, stay tuned. Between the second and third period, we'll have an interview with the USA Hockey Tournament Director of the Tier 1 Youth Nationals, Joe Baudo. So stay tuned for that. Looking forward to just chatting with Joe. So a face-off in the neutral zone goes to Honeybaked, who are on a power play for 2 minutes. As Honeybaked come ahead with it, that's Larionov. I wonder if Igor is any relation to the NHLer that played for the Detroit Red Wings back in the 90s. Riley Williams for slashing. 6:04 the time of the call. As Honeybaked looked to set up. High slot shot. Rebound doesn't go. And that might have been Hunter on the shot. This goes to Gleason. Gleason at the point, looking. And eventually finding Lewandowski. Over to get it is Keterenko. Now, puck goes down low. High slot shot. Rebound. Shattuck will clear. 9 minutes left in the first period of action, and Gleason tried to bring it forward to Keterenko out of Brighton, Michigan. And Keterenko kept it in. Gleason with a shot, deflect, score! Mitchell Lewandowski tipped it home. Gleason, the initial shot. We're going to go with Ben Gleason on the goal, the defender from Ortonville. Lights the lamp first. And the time of the goal there is 7:15. We'll see what they officially announced, but we will go with Gleason on the initial shot. The tip in, though, from Lewandowski could prove worthy. Badurka behind the net for Honeybaked, who looked to go ahead 2-0. We'll catch the announcement here shortly. Whistle and a stoppage here as two players, both from opposing sides, get together. Face off in the neutral zone nearest the Detroit Honeybaked net. Puck is down. Honeybaked will win that face-off. That puck brought on by Pastujov. And now Shattuck St. Mary's with control. That just out of the reach of Blackman. They're going to give the goal to Lewandowski on even strength. Unassisted on even strength. So Lewandowski gets it on the tip-in. 7:15, the time of the goal. Home run ball for Detroit Honeybaked. But Pastujov could not convert. And a big hit behind. Honeybaked will go to the box as head contact is made. And a big hit there.
Yeah, I paid $8.
Trying to get a number for you, but 24. It will send Sean Billy to the box for head contact. Time of the penalty there is 8 minutes and 8 seconds. So that shot shorthanded from 87 Lalonde as Honeybaked is killing a penalty for head contact. Shattuck St. Mary's now establishing their penalty or their power play. 8:08 as Karamanis brought it in for Shattuck. Shot from the point blocked down by a stick in front. Now Shattuck St. Mary's look to bring it in, or keep it in their zone. That's Keller on the keep in. Keller got the puck back. Keller back to the point. Tipsy do. This one goes over to Lindgren. Lindgren now down low, shooting off the pipe after McPhee got that shot away. Rebound, score! Graham McPhee. They're going to claim the net was off, but the puck went in before the net came off. So Shattuck St. Mary's takes a 2-0 lead. The time of the goal, 8:59 on the power play for Shattuck. Face-off won by Detroit Honeybaked. Power play is still, no, power play is not on anymore. That was a power play goal as Greenway put it off the high glass. The clock was ticking. They hadn't taken the penalty off yet, but it is now off. We skate 5 aside. And coming into the zone for Honeybaked is Kodorenko. Kodorenko lets one go, and he missed it, far post. Gleason had his pocket picked, and now Shattuck going 2-on-2 at the blue line. This goes to Greenway. Greenway couldn't get a shot, centered, and now Detroit Honeybaked look to break out. One bounce can change everything here in the early going of the first. Now brought on by Schrout. Schrout had his pocket picked as that one is pitched into the neutral zone. The bodies keep on flying as this goes to Honeybaked, and that send-in was thanks to Gallant. McPhee unassisted at 8:59. Even strength or power play goal, check that. So one even strength and one power play goal on the board for Shattuck St. Mary's right now. Detroit Honeybaked looking to get one before they can get two. That puck comes back out to center. We're bringing it in as Bedurka. Bedurka had his pocket picked. Now 5.5 remains in the period, icing the call here as we go to the Shattuck St. Mary's end. Face-off closest to us, but it is to the right of Shattuck goaltender Edquist as the puck comes back out to center. Shattuck bringing it in 2-on-2 at the line. Centering try over to Keller would not work. And now camping out in front of the net is Julian Detmer, but that puck still trapped on the near side. Detroit Honeybaked looking to bring it ahead. Race to the puck will be won by Scholler. Scholler prevents icing, and we play on. Now that puck pitched home run ball to Clayton Keller. Keller runs out of room simply. And Keller lost the puck. And a dead giveaway there to Shattuck St. Mary's as the pace keeps on ratcheting itself up. Just beyond the stick of Graham McPhee, the goal scorer on. Lindgren now back behind the net as he circles and brings it ahead. Right to Ben Lone. Lone got a shot off, pad save, and a rebound goes to Riley Williams back at the point. And we have a stoppage of play for a slash. Time of the penalty here, 11:23. Honeybaked to the box. Shattuck with their second power play. We'll get the official announcement as to who the guilty party is, but we know it's a slash. Shattuck with a quick timeout as they change their lines, taking every possible moment you could before the puck drops again. And the organization is set. Keller to take the face-off. He won it. That one gloved down by Ryan Lindgren, who sets back up defensively. Code 11:29, time of the penalty. Kodorenko for slashing. Now the puck trapped behind the net, comes out of the rugby scrum, and it goes to Detroit Honeybaked to look to set up the home run ball. Not going to work, says Ryan Edquist. You've got to do better than that, says Edquist. Now Shattuck St. Mary's coming forward past the red line as that one dumped in by McPhee. McPhee, our latest goal scorer, as it is 2-0 instead of 1-1 like you see on the board. Lone over near side, and we have 65 seconds left in the Shattuck power play as 3.5 remains. Big hit there behind the play as the puck comes back out towards center. McPhee got a shot off, but it was blocked. This goes back to the high slot. McPhee down low, shooting, save made. Now the puck goes to the corner. McPhee battles for it, and now Shattuck keeps it in thanks to Ben Lone. Out to center where Karamanus waits. Brought on by Shattuck and offside. One to one the score. 31 seconds left in power play time to Shattuck. Both goals on the advantage. Misspoke there a moment ago, but it works. 1-1 is the score. 31 seconds left in power play time for Shattuck as this face-off. And Shattuck wins the face-off there. Brought in and chased in by Detmer. Detmer lost the race to McKeehee. 2:45 left in the first period of a tie game. Shattuck got the drop. Detroit Honeybaked comes back. And we're tied back to where we started from. That shot saved by Edquist. Goes right over to Mason Palmer. Unsportsmanlike conduct as Gleason sent it in. 12:58 the time of the unsportsmanlike call. So Shattuck St. Mary's is down a man. For the balance of a minute. Brought in here by Armstrong. Armstrong tried to center one. It goes back to the point. That one shot on, just missed. Not by much. Scholler. As 1:45 remains to be played in the first. Canto from Pittsburgh. That puck off a skate, and it went off the skate of Ben Lone as that one comes back right over to Letterella. 1:20 left in the first period of a tie game. You have not missed much. Now Detroit looking for a second goal. Rebound won't go. And the save is made. Crowd gathers. It was a Lewandowski tip-in. As I recover from the brain fart suffered earlier on, Lewandowski chipped it in on the power play. It's 9:30. Going to be a long day if that keeps happening. Lewandowski, the latest goal scorer for Detroit Honeybaked, with $1:10 to play. In the final few seconds of the power play, Detroit Honeybaked got a shot off thanks to Gleason. But the penalty has expired. We are back to 5-a-side. Final minute and a whistle. High stick, the infraction variety. And we'll go to the Shattuck zone for the face-off. So the face-off coming to the right of Edquist and near the paying customers. Face-off won by Detroit Honeybaked, who look to take the lead to the benches for a minute before we begin the second period. We'll have one resurface timeout between the second and third period, and during that time, we will interview Tournament Director Joe Baudo. So stay tuned. And a home run ball here for Shattuck St. Mary's as that shot goes to Lone and a save is made. Lone brought it in. Oh, and he gets decked by a Detroit defender. Legal shoulder-to-shoulder hit as this one races in thanks to Lalande. Lalande could not get a shot. Final 10 seconds of play in the period. Shattuck, maybe one more shot. Lone fought off the puck. Maybe time for one more, but the period will expire before that happens. So we go to the benches for a minute, and after one period, the score reads 1-1. We'll be back for the second in a second. Stay close.
They announced it as unassisted.
16 minutes are on the clock, and the goal that Detroit Honeybaked scored in the opening stanza was announced as unassisted. The goal from Lewandowski on the tip-in. But in fact, that shot came from Gleason at the blue line, and Lewandowski received the gift from the air to tip it in. So that goal should read Lewandowski from Gleason on even strength instead of unassisted to Lewandowski, like it reads. So we are 1-1 as we get set to start the second. The teams change ends. Shattuck right to left on your screen. Honeybaked left to right. And the puck is down. We're underway again. Honeybaked win the first face-off of the period as this one is in thanks to Bloomfield. Now they go into the near corner fighting for it, and it comes out to the half wall where Shattuck will send it back out as far as center. Brought in by Badurka. Now a Shattuck St. Mary player down by the name of Clayton Keller. He gets up slowly. Now Shattuck brings it into their offensive zone. That puck chipped, and Badurka intercepted the chip pass. Now that puck cleared by Honeybaked. This should be icing, and it is.
For sports stats and standings from every game of the Nationals, log on to USAHockey.com.
15:22 left in period number 2.
2013 Toyota National Championships. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at USAH Nationals for scoring updates across the country.
Face off here, won by Honeybaked as they will bring it around. That's Gleason. Now this puck comes far side, and it's brought in by Lewandowski, who lost the puck. And the face-off to come in the neutral zone. Shattuck St. Mary's will win that face-off, and they're looking for a 2-1 lead, as are Detroit Honeybaked. This one comes right over to Kudorenko, but he looked to be offside. Face-off in the neutral zone here. No souls to steal in Pittsburgh as Charlie Daniels takes the double down to Georgia in between the stoppage. Honeybaked will send it in. That send-in was thanks to Elliott. Backhand try, and going down on the play, just tripping, was Pastujov. Mike and Nicholas, both forwards, both from Bradenton, Florida. Greenway looks to send it ahead. We are tied in the early going of the second period. Icing the call here. Face off now in the Shattuck St. Mary end of the ice. Nearest Edquist to his left. And the face-off won by Shattuck St. Mary's. That's Kenny Johnson looking to bring it forward. Icing will be waved as McKeehee got there. McKeehee now looks to set up. He avoided a check. Now a home run ball for Detroit Honeybaked. Goes just beyond the stick of Cole Gallant. Gallant from Dover, Florida. As the physical play continues, Honeybaked control with Alex Armstrong. Now that one intercepted by Ben Lone. Lone got a shot that goes high off the glass. Over the net, may have been into a second net if there was one, but there is not. Honeybaked looked to send it ahead to center, but controlling for Shattuck St. Mary's is Bluger. Bluger has the pocket picked, and that shot, save made, a rebound controlled by Bluger. We hope Teddy Bluger is tuning in from Mankato, Minnesota. Teddy plays for the Mavericks of Minnesota State, who are transitioning to the new WCHA in the 2013-14 season. Lots of schools left for the National Collegiate Hockey Conference and the Big Ten, which means the Western Collegiate Hockey Association is out of luck. But Durka tried to keep it in here, and he does momentarily before Shattuck takes control. Now Honeybaked with it. They bring it in thanks to Lalonde. Lalonde could not get a shot as Lalonde from his knees goes to the near corner. Shattuck looking to clear. They will, but to the blue line as controlling that puck for a moment was Mitch Elliott. Now that one brought to center by Shattuck, and they look to slow the game down. Lindgren is there. Lindgren around his man, but he lost the puck. That one tipped in by Detmer. Line change in mass for Shattuck St. Mary's, as this one is brought ahead by Honeybaked to center. And it goes up and out. 12:25 left in period number 2. Face-off won by Shattuck St. Mary's, and we're back underway as this one goes to Greenway. Greenway, slow and steady, apparently wins the race, but Shattuck controls the puck. That goes to Sam Shrout. Shrout with a shot off the chest protector of the goaltender Lattarella, and he gloves and covers. So a nice chest save by Lattarella there. Face-off won by Shattuck St. Mary's. Both of these teams looking for the lead, which is John Mellencamp once indicated in a way like looking for a lover, it can drive you crazy, as this one is brought in by Nick Pastujov and stolen by Shattuck St. Mary's. We'll get to that again for those who missed it. Shattuck brings it in, 1-on-2 at the line. No trailer for Shattuck St. Mary's as that one is gloved and covered. So the point during the last stoppage, or during the last play there, was that each team is looking for the lead, which, like John Mellencamp said, like looking for a lover, can drive you crazy. And it's driving both benches crazy that either team does not have a lead in this one as we near the stretch run of the second period. That shot from Kenny Johnson goes wide, and a rebound controlled by Lone momentarily before Honeybaked sends it back out to center. Scholler tried to send it up, and a home run ball for Detroit. Honeybaked there goes by the wayside, and Kenny Johnson is tasked in the corner. Centering pass blocked off by Shattuck there as that puck goes high slot. Now controlling at center are Honeybaked, who give it right back to Shattuck St. Mary's and Hillsgrove. Hillsgrove from Cincinnati, Ohio, as the puck is controlled by Shattuck, and Scholler is over on the far side to corral it. Hillsgrove sends it up, and now bringing it in is Lone. Lone pass kicked ahead, and it goes to the corner where Lone is there. Lone goes far point. Now everybody has to reset, as that would have been offside. Kenny Johnson plays with his D partner. Now that puck goes to the sixth man, the boards. Hutsko will bring it in and come off. That puck corralled by Graham McPhee. McPhee, the goal scorer for Shattuck early on. And a whistle that didn't come. Honeybaked thought they had done something that caught the ire of the officiating crew, but in fact they had not. This goes to Mason Palmer now, along with Detmer. They give the puck back to Honeybaked. Shot in here by Nick Pastujov. And the puck controlled back at center by Mitch Elliott, who sends it in. Honeybaked looking for a line change shortly as 5:45 remains to be played. Or checked at 9:45 remains to be played. 4 minutes ahead of myself, but hey. Chipped in, and icing will be called. 9:36. Our view, if you saw directly from my viewpoint, the clock on both sides is covered by heat coils right at eye level, so I have to lean down to check the time. This puck kicked to the half wall and back into the corner. Shattuck with control. That's Greenway with a shot that goes up high. How did that not hit ceiling? Rebound comes back out to center where Karamanis shot one on. That's blocked. It goes over to Mason Palmer, who sends it down low where Crosley waits. Crosley, stick lifted as this goes to the half wall. Now into the corner, the rugby scrum ensues. Who comes out with the puck? It will be Shattuck St. Mary's, as that puck is brought in by Karamanis again. This goes right over to Sean Billy. And now chasing after it is 97, Conley Hunter. Rochester, Michigan's own. And now James Greenway in behind the net. And this goes over to Karamanis. Nico Karamanis kept it in. And he'll send it down to the corner where the scrum ensues. And Honeybaked will come out the victor with all the spoils. Bloomfield now back to center. And Bloomfield gets his own pass back. That shot wide of the net. 8:14 to go in the second period. Here comes Shattuck St. Mary's. That's Blackman. Couldn't get a shot. And now they play it out to the half wall. Here comes Honeybaked. This one brought on by Samvel. And, no, check that. Gallant brought it on. The shot saved by Edquist. .755. And I would say a partisan Shattuck St. Mary crowd in the stands this morning. Shattuck controlling on the far side with Ben Lone tipping it in. That shot from the high slot by Bluger goes wide off a pad. Now brought down is Lone. The puck still loose. Lone is over to get it. Backhanded back to the point. Fanning on the shot was the defender Scholler. Scholler now goes down, drags his man down, and the puck will be covered by Edquist. He wears number 1. A crowd gathers after the play. .723 left in the second period of a tie game, as you saw just a second ago. Face off here won by Shattuck, who looks to come out with it. Home run ball from behind the goal line. will actually, no, it will not go down for icing as that puck is stolen by McPhee. McPhee brought it around the net. This one goes to Williams. Shooting save. Rebound goes over to the far side where waiting is McPhee. McPhee goes over. Lost stick for a Shattuck offensive player. As this one goes to the half wall and 221's colliding as McPhee collides with 21 Mike Pastuja. And the puck comes behind Riley Williams now, who looks to clear it away for Shattuck St. Mary's. This one kept in by 84 McKeehee, as it is now brought ahead by Clayton Keller. Keller stop start, and we have a penalty coming against Honeybaked for interference. Time of the penalty here is 9:39, or it should be 9:39. The penalty offender is Billy. Sean Billy to the box for interference. So Shattuck on the power play that they may need to take the lead. And Shattuck apparently wants some time to talk about it. So a timeout, Shattuck. You're limited to one 60-second timeout over the course of a game. And with 8:21 left in the second, anxious to see how this second period comes out, as that will tell the story for the third. You'd think that one team would need to get the lead to have the momentum. Interference to Billy at 9:33. And the 60 seconds ends. So the face-off will come between the face-off circle on the Detroit Honeybaked side and the blue line. And abracadabra, we are back underway. This puck comes back out to center where Shattuck looks to control. But indeed, Honeybaked will control it as that shot came in from 84 McKeehee. Billy is in the box for interference as this one comes in to Ben Lone. Lone tried to get a shot near side, glove save. And the glove save by Latarella. 97 seconds of power play time remaining for Shattuck St. Mary's. This faceoff won by Detroit Honeybaked, who look to control. And now that puck comes back up to center, blocked. And that block was thanks to Elliott, as Shattuck still controls. Drive from the near side, thanks to McPhee, but he couldn't put one on net. Edquist will touch it up, and Shattuck goes at it again. 63 seconds of power play time remaining. 5:25 left in the period. As going near the boards was Lone. Lone with a centering attempt, as that's blocked on defense by Honeybaked. Shattuck keeps control. That's Lindgren back at the point. Lone wants it. Shot blocked, and Shattuck will reset. Brought in here by Clayton Keller. Keller looking. Bueller. Centering Pat. No, he kept the puck, did Keller. And Keller now looks to go over to Lindgren. Lindgren, high slot, shot, blocked. But it goes right over to Lone. Lone goes cross ice for a shot that's saved by the mass of bodies in front. Touching the puck there is Lindgren. Lindgren looked to bring it in, but that one was deflected by Lewandowski, and an offside is called. Lewandowski, the original shot, or check that, Lewandowski on the tip for Detroit's goal. The shot from Gleason, originally from right where Lewandowski just was. We track those sorts of things. Shouldn't be surprised as Detroit Honeybaked wins this faceoff. That puck is tipped in by McKeehee, and Biley is gone from the box. That is, we are back to 5-a-side. McKeehee there. And now the puck comes forward to Honeybaked, and check that. Detroit gives it right back to Shattuck as that one is tipped in by Greenway. Greenway looks to reset. And Greenway gets the puck there for a cross-ice pass. This goes to Shrout. Shrout brought it in, looking for a pass. No, he'll look for a shot. He gets dragged down in the process. And we continue play. Over to get it is Crosley. Crosley kept it in, and a big hit on the far side of the ice. But Detroit allowed to clear it back to center and just beyond. Final 3.5 minutes with Joe Baudo coming up at intermission. Chasing back after it for Detroit Honeybaked is Mitch Elliott. He'll get there and send it back to neutral where Shattuck waits. These two teams are chomping at the bit to get that second goal. Keller sent it forward, and dancing in is McPhee. He couldn't get a shot away. Here comes Honeybaked. This one is brought on by Conley Hunter, but he did not get a shot. Away, and now Shattuck will control at center. Potentially Hunter Conley for Detroit. We'll check that in intermission, and we'll get that correct. As the puck is back out at center, this goes to Larionov. Larionov is offside. And a bit of extracurricular activity thanks to a hit from Nick Pastuja. That would be a 15-yard penalty on the gridiron for a late hit. Well after the whistle blew. 2:25 separates us from intermission. And it separates us from that time, also separates us from Joe Baudo. We'll take a quick break after the period ends and get Joe Baudo on for our second intermission activities. As this puck is in the corner, now to the half wall, kept in by Detroit Honeybaked. Just bringing it in is Armstrong. Now Shattuck will reset as 2 minutes remain in the period. Here comes Shattuck St. Mary's back to neutral. They come in. Now walking the line are Shattuck St. Mary's, and they could not get a shot attempt on. This goes to Williams. Williams had his pocket picked after he offered a shot. 100 seconds remains in the period as that one goes to Ben Lone. Lone actually lost sight of the puck for a moment as this one goes now to Riley Williams. Williams nearly undressed by his own man as that one comes back out to center, and waiting for it is Mike Pastujov. Brought in by Robert Bluger for Shattuck St. Mary's. And now Detroit is offside at the line. And we'll do the interview with Joe Baudo right at the end of the period. No time to wait. 70 seconds left in the period as Detroit Honeybaked take the face-off win. And we'll go to the neutral zone for the next face-off. And actually right at the red line. Face-off won here by Shattuck St. Mary's, who look to bring it ahead. Greenway as a minute remains. Both teams looking to go to the dressing room even, as neither team can score here in the closing minutes. That shot came from Semvel. Or check that, Gallant had the shot and a big hit there on the far side. Shattuck will look to clear. Final 33 seconds of play. Maybe time for one last rush for Detroit. That shot in from the far side of the ice, as it will go to Karamanis, and 25 seconds remains. Now this goes to Honeybaked, controlling is Elliott. Elliott goes behind his net, and they might want to move forward if they want one more shot with under 10 seconds to go. Elliott trapped around his net, and the period will expire as the buzzer sounds now. So at the end of 2 periods of action, we have a tie game, and we are now joined by USA Hockey Tournament Director Joe Baudo. Joe, welcome to Pittsburgh and welcome to Fast Hockey.
Thank you. Very happy to be here.
First question I have for you, did this tournament live up to your expectations? Talk about that a little bit.
Yes, it did. In fact, it exceeded my expectations. The quality of play of the players at all age levels have been outstanding. Kids are very well trained and well coached. And more importantly, the staff here at
RMU.
Pittsburgh and RMU have done a great job. The entire volunteer staff led by Robin Trellis have done a great job in preparing for the tournament, and everything that's gone on has been done on time, on schedule, and they've done a great job. So it's far exceeded our expectations as to what should be done.
And we'll actually have Robin Trellis at the intermission of the U18 game, so I'm looking forward to interviewing her. Were you surprised by the outcomes in the elimination games that got us to these points in the U14, 16, and 18 divisions?
I'd be very honest, at national tournaments, I'm never surprised by the results. Only because you could stand there and look and say, well, certain teams should be stronger, but as it, with any sport, and especially with hockey, any day,
yep,
at this level, they could be ranked 1, 2, or 3, or 4 after the round robin session. It doesn't really matter because they're all quality teams and all quality programs, and you know, they come out and work hard, and I don't get surprised anymore. You know, but I think it's just great for our sport that anybody can come in and win.
Just goes to show you that even if you come out of your districts, and those are great tournaments,
yes,
coming out of your district, you can perform well in the national event. I've got one final question for you.
Sure.
What was special, interesting, unique, whatever word you want to use, about this year's Tier 1 Youth Nationals? And granted, there are still 2 finals to go.
2 finals to go. I think just what's unique to me with this year's tournament is the caliber of the players. Every year, and I've been doing this for like 9 or 10 years now,
okay,
every year the talent level seems to be better and better. And watching these kids play, it's just amazing what they do now. You know, you used to look at them and it'd be a little slower. The pace is picked up. It's a lot faster game with them. And I think this overall, the development of the sport and our players is a very interesting part to me, and how we're doing at USA Hockey and our coaching program, our ADM program. And so I think it's just great where our development's been going.
Speaking of development, how about the officials' development over the course of tournaments like this, and how they potentially learn some things that they might not have seen before, known before.
Development officials, our officiating program, they do a great job. We have actually our national referee in chief, Dave Labuda's been here all week.
Okay.
He's overseeing the officiating officials. Plus, we have other RICs from around the country here as supervisors. I think our officiating program is getting stronger every year. People realize the kids that are here officiating are from all over the country.
Yep.
And they work their way to get here. They're looked at. The better kids, officials at the time make it here. And it shows. One of the ways we can judge officiating from the director standpoint, we don't hear any complaints.
That's good.
And that's the best thing. And this year's the group of guys doing the games this year, there hasn't been one complaint about them. They've done a great job, and they continue to do a great job. And they're a very, very valuable part of our program.
Well, thank you very much for taking time to join us.
My pleasure.
Joe Baudo from USA Hockey. We will have the second period of play, or the third period of play, second half of the game, coming up. Detroit and Shattuck 1-1. Keep it locked on fasthockey.com. Thank you. Take care. Will do. who skates left to right. And Detroit Honeybaked right to left. As this one comes in, thanks to Clayton Keller, Keller could not get a shot. Now the puck played behind, and Detroit Honeybaked tried to come out with it, but Detmer got a shot away for Shattuck St. Mary's that doesn't go. And this one goes to Nick McKeehee from Bradenton, Florida. As that one backhanded in by Bloomfeld, that won't go. This goes to Shrout. Shrout had his pocket picked, and it goes to Kidorenko. The shot goes wide, and now that puck controlled by Karamanis. Give right back to Detroit Honeybaked, and a give right back to Shattuck St. Mary's. They trade possession in the early going. Brought ahead here by Greenway. Greenway into the offensive zone legally, and Greenway into the corner trapped. And the give right back to Honeybaked. This puck brought on for a shot that came from Cole Gallant that goes wide. And this shot from 71 Lewandowski goes wide of the mark as well. Touched ahead by Gleason as this one goes behind the net. And a lot of action, but none of it around the goal cages, as that shot there from the slot goes wide. This puck goes up and down, home run ball right to Hutsko. Hutsko shoots and scores! Logan Hutsko. And it looked as though Logan beat the goaltender 5-hole on the play. Face-off won by Shattuck St. Mary's. Now this one brought in by Lindgren. Lindgren looking for more. Lindgren in the slot. Got the puck back, but a whistle stops the play where it started. And the puck will go out to center for the next face-off.
The Shattuck St. Mary's goal, scored by number 4, Logan Hutsko.
Face-off here won by Shattuck St. Mary's, unassisted. Greenway with the only assist on the Hutsko goal. So Shattuck St. Mary's is ahead. Looking for a whistle, not going to find one as this puck is kept by Honeybaked. They bring it ahead to center, where resetting is Ryan Lindgren. Detroit Honeybaked get the puck back. Now this one is brought on by Lalonde. Lalonde tried to dipsy-do, and he dipsy-doed around the goaltender to no avail. Honeybaked keep the puck in, but that one is gloved down by Palmer. Now this puck comes in thanks to Honeybaked. That shot just over the glove of Edquist. Brought on thanks to Kidorenko. Now the puck played over to McPhee. McPhee tried to walk in to his own defensive zone to walk the puck out, but he was unsuccessful in doing so. Now played in by Honeybaked. That shot off a pad, rebound, goes to the near corner as a pad save is made by Edquist there. Brought in by Kidorenko. And now this puck goes over to James Greenway. Greenway twirls around looking for a teammate to pass to. And actually, Detmer was going off the ice as Greenway wanted to pass to him. Brought in by Billy. Now kept by Shattuck St. Mary's as they look to bring it out to center. Where's the puck? And it comes to center, where it is gloved down by Armstrong. Armstrong worked back behind the net. This goes to Billy as he will send it forward. Right to Pastujov. Nick Pastujov got the shot off. Stick save. And that one tipped over by Riley Williams. Honeybaked keep it in. That backhand shot from Nick Pastujov won't go on goal. And it's still 2-1 to Shattuck St. Mary's. 11:03 left in the third. Icing the call. Be sure to visit at USAH Nationals on Twitter for up-to-date coverage of events from around the country this weekend. At last count, 6 events by my count all over the country in places like San Jose and here in Pittsburgh. Shattuck St. Mary's will look to bring it forward. Riley Williams, among others, involved on the play. Back to center. And a yard sale right in front of us as Honeybaked give control to Carter Hillsgrove. This puck brought in by Hutsko. Hutsko, the goal scorer a moment ago. And Hutsko trapped behind the net. Hutsko tried to dribble drive, but it wouldn't go for Logan. That puck is out of play. 10:21 left in the third. Coming up next, the Chicago Mission take on the Connecticut Wolfpack in the Midget Minor Championship game that I will have for you right here on Fast Hockey. And Shattuck St. Mary's take a shot. Greenway uncorks a bomb, but the shot is saved. 10 seconds roughly off the clock there. So a face-off to the left of goaltender Latarella. Up and down this puck goes to Scholler. Scholler right over to James Greenway. Greenway puck stolen. Shot on from Nick Pastujov. Save is made by Edquist, and a crowd gathers. Line changes in mass for both teams as play will resume to Edquist's right and the near side of the ice. This goes to Honeybaked, and that puck is controlled by Elliott before Shattuck St. Mary's will look to bring it ahead. Crosley got around his man, shooting, save made, rebound, controlled by Crosley behind the net, and a big hit into the boards as Shroud is sent in, and that puck is iced by Honeybaked. 9:36 left in the game. Again, Chicago, Connecticut for the U16 championship coming up around 11:15 from 84 Lumber Arena here in Pittsburgh. This face-off won by Honeybaked. Over to get it is McKeehee. And now the puck brought ahead, 2-on-1 for Honeybaked. That puck just beyond the reach of 24, Sean Billy. Now Shattuck St. Mary's come out, but the puck intercepted by McKeehee. Behind to Edquist. Edquist will touch. And now this one comes over to McPhee, and a whistle will stop play. Shattuck will take the face-off, as does Honeybaked, in the Shattuck defensive zone. This goes to Bedurka. Bedurka had the puck stolen, but he got it back. And this one tipped ahead by Pastuja. Now it comes over right to Honeybaked as that one is brought in by Lewandowski. Lewandowski credited with a goal, unassisted, although it would later be determined that Ben Gleason got an assist on the goal for Honeybaked. That is their only goal of the game as of now. Detmer tried to send it ahead. They are onside at the blue line. Shot, save, stick save, and a rebound goes to the corner. This one brought ahead by Pat Kudorenko. And right over to Lewandowski. Lewandowski right back, up at center. Play made, and Shattuck wanting a penalty, not going to get one. Honeybaked have 8 minutes to tie the game as that rainbow from Blackman is saved by Letterella. Tipped ahead by Pastujov, and a play out at center, leaving, looked like Hunter Conley on the ice. No, check that, Noah Lalonde. Back to Armstrong behind the Honeybaked net. 7:25 left in the game. That puck tipped ahead by Bloomfeld. This goes over to Lown. Lown had the puck stolen, and this one goes to Lewandowski. Lewandowski's shot goes wide. He got it back for a rebound. That goes up high and off the net. Face-off in the Shattuck St. Mary defensive zone. Detroit Honeybaked looking to tie the game. Meanwhile, Greenway trying to clear it away. This goes to Sam Shrout. Shrout, the only Shattuck St. Mary attacker, coming forward, and he's running out of room. But a pass to the slot goes for Karamanis. He couldn't get a shot. The rebound sails behind everybody. Now, Detroit Honeybaked coming forward. And they come in 3-on-3. Offside at the line is Kodorenko. And Kodorenko hesitated for a moment, which led to the offside call. And for those looking to tune in later, Neponset Valley and St. Louis take the U18 ice at about 1 o'clock Eastern Time. For those looking to stay with us all day here in Pittsburgh. That puck comes over to Shattuck St. Mary's. They look to bring it ahead with Greenway. Greenway up ice, and this one comes right to a player falling in the corner. Might have been Clayton Keller. Now here comes Honeybaked. 3-on-2 at the line, 4-on-2 with a trailer. Now that puck sails into the corner, and bodies go after it in the near corner. Back out to center as that puck is tipped in by Kodorenko. No, check that. That would be Bedurka. Shattuck looking to bring the puck out of their goal mouth as 5:50 remains to be played. This one brought by Detmer. Detmer passed one off, but the shot that came afterwards would not go on net. Dump in by Riley Williams, and Detroit Honeybaked will look to bring it ahead. That's Bedurka. Bedurka plays to his D partner. Now that puck just beyond the reach of Lewandowski. And now Shattuck looks to send it out to center, where waiting for it is Bedurka. Tipped ahead by Ben Lone. And now the play has really been centered in the middle of the rink. Lone goes up to center, brought on by Hillsgrove. And Shattuck St. Mary's had to touch up, giving Honeybaked a shot at it. This one goes to Nick Pastujov. Pastujov centers one shot and a rebound. Won't go. It's still loose. No whistle. Still loose, and Honeybaked looked for control for a shot from Ben Gleason that finally goes wide. Wow. What an exchange, and Honeybaked looks for more. Kodorenko looked to bring it ahead at center, but indeed that's Ben Gleason. Gleason shoots, and it's wide of the net. Now here comes Shattuck St. Mary's. Run to the puck. Gleason will have to track it down, but icing will alleviate that. .424 left in a great game down the stretch here in Pittsburgh for the Bantam Major Championship game. Shattuck St. Mary's with control. 4:20 now left for Detroit to get a goal. Shattuck St. Mary's now brings it in thanks to Greenway. Greenway shimmied around his man, but he couldn't get a shot. That puck tipped ahead by Honeybaked, and that tip was thanks to Cole Gallant. But the play stopped thanks to an icing call with 4 minutes exactly left here in Pittsburgh. The Connecticut Wolfpack and the Chicago Mission come up next. The Wolfpack have two goaltenders that you should be wary of, so we encourage you to stay tuned for that one as Honeybaked looks to bring it ahead with Bedurka. Bedurka goes over to the far side of the ice and gotten back by Nick Pastujov. Pastujov over at the offensive zone gets a shot. Kept in by Honeybaked, and this one comes back out thanks to Shattuck St. Mary's. Run to the puck. Icing actually will be called. And Honeybaked needs some offense and quick. This face-off won by Shattuck St. Mary's, who look to clear the puck away. They do, back to center. And that puck will be played by Lindgren. Brought on here by Clayton Keller. Keller stops, centers. No, sir. As Honeybaked looked to break out. 3-on-3 potentially at the line. No, it was a 3-on-2. Couldn't identify the trailer as that puck is in the corner. Shattuck St. Mary's looks to clear. They will, but they only have one attacker ahead. 2:40 left in the game. 2-on-2 at the line. Man goes down. Save is made, but this one goes to the corner of the ice farthest from the paying customers. Played up to center, and this one goes just beyond the reach of Mike Pastujov. And now Honeybaked and Pat Peak have to think about pulling their goaltender Letterella at some point. This one goes to Scholler behind the net, where over to get it is Kodorenko. Kodorenko goes right over to Pastujov. He didn't get the job done. Now a penalty coming to Shattuck St. Mary's, and here's the opening that Honeybaked needs. It looks like a high stick has been called. Time of the penalty, 11 minutes and 2 seconds. A high stick is indeed the call. And the guilty party is Logan Hutsko. Hutsko actually the game-winning goal scorer, but a timeout has been called by Honeybaked. You are looking live at the Detroit Honeybaked bench where Pat Peak is chatting with his men. Now you go over to John LaFontaine. I wonder if there are any connections to an NHL LaFontaine with that. But you are on the Shattuck St. Mary's bench as we speak, while a timeout is in place. Now we are ready to go as the teams come back out to the face-off location. .14:02 time of the penalty to Hutsko for high sticking. Shattuck wins the face-off with Lindgren around the bend. Honeybaked looking for a power play goal to extend the game potentially. Kudarenko involved on the play, but this one goes to Latarella as Latarella was out, and now Honeybaked look to clear it up. They do, and this goes to Kudarenko. Kudarenko leaves one for Gallant, and Honeybaked looking for a shot from the point. That one from Pastujov goes wide. Pastujov, the point of the umbrella, and now that puck centered. Dangerous for Shattuck St. Mary's as Pastujov plays it, and the extra attacker on for Detroit Honeybaked. 6-on-5. We are back to 1:07 to play. Now Honeybaked looking for the tie as 1 minute remains. And a mass of bodies in front as Kudarenko controls on the far side. This goes right to Pastujov. Pastujov with the original shot and a goal. Detroit Honeybaked tie the game. Unofficially, we will go with Jermaine Samvel, Rochester, Michigan's own, as the time of the goal, 15:09. Power play goal for Samvel if it sticks. 50.9 separating us from the extra session. Chicago and Connecticut would just have to wait. A very vocal crowd down to our right as the face-off at center, and welcome to the game. 50.9 seconds of time remains. Detroit looking for more. Man down, and the shot saved in incredible fashion by Ryan Edquist. A crowd gathers at his net, and he made a nice glove save sitting down on the ice. Curious to come see where the face-off comes down. They're going to give it to Mike Pastujov. Lewandowski and Kudarenko with the goals, and here comes Shattuck St. Mary's. Hutsko offside. 36.3 left in the regulation time. We will have overtime. 10
minutes of overtime if necessary.
A 10-minute overtime period It will be sudden death, and we keep playing overtime until there's a winner. Detroit Honeybaked win the faceoff. Final 30 seconds of play. Maybe time for one more rush for Honeybaked. And Ryan Lindgren says maybe one more time for a Shattuck St. Mary's rush. Played on by Lewandowski. And with 15 seconds to play, Shattuck looking for the last shot. No shot clock. So enough time for Shattuck to maybe get one away. Final 5 seconds. Shattuck had better hurry, but the teams are going to play into overtime as the buzzer will sound. And we have a tie score headed to overtime.
Hockey National Championship, and we are tied at 2 at the end of regulation. There will be a 10-minute fourth period.
We will have 10 minutes, a brief timeout, but a 60-second timeout like the one that you witnessed between the first and second period. And if memory serves, the second overtime, if we get there, would be an overtime where the ice is resurfaced before the fifth period would happen. Curious to see if it goes that far. There was an overtime game in San Jose with the women, or with a women's tournament, that went 6 overtimes before a goal was scored and a champion was crowned. So Connecticut and Chicago will have to wait. Still could take the ice at 11:15. We will see how that goes. And we will pause and bring you overtime next on FastHockey.com.
Shattuck St. Mary's 8, Detroit 8. Quick period totals 19-19.
We are back for overtime, and we want to alert you to go to Twitter if you haven't already done so and follow USA Hockey Nationals at USAH Nationals on Twitter. Also, shots on goal through 51 minutes, dead even, just like the score on the board at 19 apiece. So shots 19-19 between Shattuck St. Mary's and Honeybaked. Jeff Disher with you on FastHockey.com as we get set for overtime from Robert Morris University, suburban Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Shattuck comes out first. Sudden death, or sudden victory, excuse me, if you want to call it that. Detroit, Honeybaked, and Shattuck St. Mary's tied at 2 as we head to a 10-minute overtime period. Shattuck from left to right, Honeybaked from right to left. Goaltenders are ready in the nets. We're ready too. Let's drop the puck. Hold on, says the referee. Let's try this again. And here we go. Face-off of the first overtime period as it opens with a Shattuck St. Mary's face-off win. Goes back out to center. We're playing it as Lindgren. Lindgren goes right to Julian Detmer. Detmer tried to bring it in, but his effort was stolen. This should be, no, it will not be icing. We play on. Back behind the net, here comes Shattuck St. Mary's to center. Honeybaked trying to get control as Julian Detmer is involved on the play. As is 61 Ben Gleason. Gleason tried to touch that puck down. It will be icing instead. 9:13 left in overtime. And we will play sudden death overtime until we have a winner. First goal wins it for a championship. Face-off here, won by Detroit Honeybaked after the scrum in the face-off circle. Now Shattuck St. Mary's looking to bring it out of danger with a little help from Liam Scholler. James Greenway involved on the play behind the net. That one tipped ahead thanks to Brett Crossley. Now brought in by Detroit Honeybaked, and that one brought in by Samvel. Now over to the far side. Shattuck St. Mary's looking to clear. They cannot. That one brought on by Gleason for a rocket off the glass. Gleason got the puck back. He'll just send it in as he was the only Honeybaked player on the ice as they complete a change. Here comes Shattuck St. Mary's. Karamanis skates around his net and brings it forward. Now to neutral. This one played on by Shrout. Shrout looks for a centering pass, blocked, and Shrout fought off the puck. And over to get it is Shrout again. Shrout looked for a shot that goes through the blue paint. 8:01 left in overtime. Kept in by Lindgren. Honeybaked looks to bring it ahead, and this will go right to Lewandowski. Lewandowski will dump it in. He has a goal on the board with an assist going to Ben Gleason to get us where we are. There's Lewandowski. This goes right to Bedurka. Bedurka will send it in. Just to the near side of Edquist. And Shattuck St. Mary's looks to bring it ahead. Both of these teams lacking legs here in the early going of overtime. Rather, 7:20 left in it. Here comes Shattuck St. Mary's. 2-on-2 at the line, potentially. No, it's just 1-on-2 with two trailers. Massive yard sale in the crease. And the net goes akimbo with a Shattuck St. Mary player down. Got caught up in it, and it looks to be Lindgren. Lindgren was skating in, and he looked to put the biscuit in the basket, but was unsuccessful. So Lindgren skates off. Not sure what Clayton Keller and the officiating crew are talking about. But we will have a face-off in the Honeybaked defensive end of the ice. 2-2, 7:11 to play in the U14 Bantam Major Championship game. Shattuck St. Mary's wins the face-off. That one backhanded in, but controlled by Honeybaked here. Honeybaked looking for a home run. Ball intercepted by Greenway. Greenway uncorks a rocket that is saved by Latarella. Michael Latarella, big time right now in overtime. Face off here, right to the left of Mike Latarella. And a big face-off win here for Honeybaked. They look to bring it ahead to their offensive zone and get some pressure off Latarella. This one brought ahead now by Billy. Billy with a shot that gets blocked. And now Shattuck St. Mary's looking for control. They get it with Greenway. Greenway goes cross ice with it. Shattuck on the far side of the ice, intercepted by Honeybaked, stuffed into the boards. May have been Cole Gallant. Now Shattuck up at neutral. They bring it ahead. 2 and 3 men in for Shattuck St. Mary's as the puck goes back around. They come out to the high slot for a shot that goes wide of the net. Brought ahead here by Noah Lalande. And given right back to Shattuck St. Mary's. Honeybaked in the midst of a line change. This goes right over to Ben Gleason. Gleason crunched. Now Shattuck with control as the line change is complete. This goes to the far side of the ice for a Shattuck shot that gets blocked before it ever goes on net. 3-on-2 at the line if they're lucky. No! 2-on-2 getting hit on the play was Nick Pastujov. Big hit there. Pastujov got it back. He goes down again. We play on and the crowd loves it. Here comes Shattuck St. Mary's. This one brought on by Lone. No, check that. Crosley brought it in. Honeybaked looking to bring it ahead back to center where Pastujov waits. Pastujov didn't win the race to the puck and it's loose in the Shattuck defensive zone. What a game. 3-on-3 at the line. Shattuck in. Shot doesn't go on goal as it's tipped to the far side corner. Now Shattuck still with the puck. That shot blocked off glass. Honeybaked looking to get out of danger and get out of the way of Michael Lattarella for a moment, as bringing it in is Noah Lalande. Lalande sends it behind where that is touched by Edquist. But in the net all game has been Edquist, and he has played lights out, especially in overtime, as 4:40 remains in the first one. Whistle stops play. When you saw Nick Pastujov go down the first time, the crowd jumped. I might have left the ground briefly after that big hit there. I won't confirm or deny that report. Face-off won by Honeybaked. Now that one is brought in by Mitch Elliott. Elliott goes behind where waiting for it is Lindgren. Lindgren goes up to his man Ben Lone. Lone did not win the race to the puck. Keller turned inside out as Honeybaked keep control in their offensive zone. This one brought on by Badurka, but he lost it. Badurka resets, and now a cross-ice dump off the pad of Clayton Keller. Now Shattuck St. Mary's on the dump to Lone. Lone just tipped it in. Icing is waved. And here comes Honeybaked. Back out to center. This one goes with Samvel. Samvel goes around, and now Billy getting involved in the corner there. Going down in the corner is a Honeybaked attacker. This one goes to Samvel, who could not get a shot. Going back to the point now. Honeybaked still with control. Shattuck trying to clear. They do. Lone. Now Lone. And a broken play there as this one is brought on by Keller. Keller through the crease. 3.5 to go in the first overtime period of what could be many. Now this one brought on by Shattuck St. Mary's. Keller couldn't get a shot. Rebound doesn't go. Now Shattuck knocks that puck down with Brett Crossley. We're still playing. No whistle has been heard in a few minutes. Now Shattuck St. Mary's in the offensive zone. They wait, and a cross-ice pass goes to Lindgren. Lindgren at the point goes down to the half wall. That centering effort gets blocked. And this one just out of the reach of Sam Shrout. Going back to center, Lewandowski shoots one, save. This goes to the near corner. Lewandowski, the only Honeybaked player within reach. Gleason look for a drive that goes off the high glass. And Honeybaked keep it in. That shot, save up and down. This goes right to Crossley. Big overtime here as 2:35 remains in it. We would go to a second overtime if necessary. This goes right to Pastujov. Pastujov as the puck is loose. Rebound, just over the net. game's still not over yet, and it goes back to center where Honeybaked will reset, and I breathe for a moment. Shattuck with control here as they bring it across the red line. This one brought on by Shrout, couldn't get one to go. Lone lost it as well. Lone got it back, if only briefly, and this goes to Detmer. Detmer brought it in. Detmer goes right over to Graham McPhee. McPhee tried to center one, but was unsuccessful in doing that. McPhee now brought it in. Careful to not go offside. He gets hit for his effort as that puck is trapped at neutral. Julian Detmer now sends it forward. And Honeybaked sends it back. Now that puck is cleared by Brodurka down low. Line change in mass coming for Honeybaked. This one's still not over yet as that one is going to Lone. Lone and company fighting at the half wall. This goes to Shattuck after the scrum is over. Now Shattuck St. Mary's brings it ahead. 3-on-3 at the line. 1:15 and counting. We would go to a second overtime if need be. This is a championship game after all, folks. Going to Clayton Keller now. That puck loose, but Honeybaked will look to clear it back out as far as neutral and just beyond. Final minute of action in the first overtime period here in Pittsburgh on a lovely Sunday morning. A whistle comes. Wonder where this faceoff is going. It looks like it will go in the Honeybaked zone. Chicago and the Connecticut Wolfpack up next to decide the midget minor. Check that championship game. Shattuck with the faceoff win here. Greenway goes over to the far point. Shot whiffed on. And this one comes over to Honeybaked. Now Honeybaked look to cross the red line. They will. This goes to Brodurka. Brodurka dances in, gets a cross ice pass over to Kudorenko. Kudorenko couldn't shoot one on net. Now here comes Shattuck. Shattuck with one man ahead. Shrout trying to get around two men. He cannot. He has to wait for assistance. Shrout centered one off the base of the net. Final 23 seconds in overtime. Shot on, save made, and Honeybaked are trying to clear it out. Brodurka does so. And the puck in the center of the ice. Now controlled in the corner by Shattuck. That one's shot in by Karamanis. Final 2 seconds and one. And a final shot from Honeybaked will go by the wayside thanks to the buzzer. And we are at the end of overtime. And we will continue overtime. We'll go to an ice cut. We will go to intermission. And we'll go to a fifth period, a second overtime period. And that is up next on FastHockey.com.
All the topsoil there. Have a look. You can see on the side of the house where the ruts are, and then especially high and then it sort of dips down. I'd like to take a kind of a little bit of a grade from the edge of the patio all the way down the hill at the back. Just want to, yeah, you know, it looks to me like it's lower up against the house than it is now at the back of the yard. get a couple of yards, I can get whatever you think, 4 or 5 yards. I don't know if you get it. I'm open to it. Listen, if it's left over, it's left over. It's at the end of the road. Yeah, okay. And I'm just talking about by the driveway and then around on the top part of the yard. I'm not so worried about, you know, where it runs down by the pond. I'm not so worried about that part over there. Just that back part, I'd like to be level if I could with a tiny taper. All right. Well, you know what? It's not going to hurt, right? You're not going to be way short or nothing. Or, yeah, yeah. And I, you know, may as well get that. It's all smooth from Dave's yard. You know, I want a little bit of a grade, you know, towards the back, but not very much. I mainly want it to be more or less level. I appreciate you coming by. We're actually at the hockey rink. There's a big national hockey tournament, U14, U16, U18 here at RMU. Well, yeah, don't you? And you know what? In terms of where to put it, if you have to throw it out the back of the yard in the rough, there's no problem with that. So I appreciate you coming by. Normally we're home. I wouldn't have any trouble at all, of course, when you're coming by. I just happen to be at the arena right now. Not at all. Listen, I really appreciate you coming by. You know, there's one other thing I'm thinking here. Since you're in the yard looking, you see where we got this new little fire pit there? That fire pit fills with water because everything runs from the house into the hole. Oh, I'm just thinking, this might be silly, but I'm just thinking, what would it be like to punch like a 2-inch PVC line from the bottom of the pit, so it's, you know, 2 feet under the ground, or 30 inches maybe, and then run it. It'd be a hell of a job to run it out the back of the yard, but I wondered if we could run it out to the beside the pond, not in the pond, but just where the grate is. The grate falls off quicker there than it does towards the back of the house. Yeah, but you still got quite a ways to go by the pond. But I wonder if there's any way of, you know, if you get a post hole digger, you can go down. I don't know how you can go across. It's really 18 inches under the stone. Well, you know, these guys aren't done there yet. You can see it's kind of crappy looking. They got I don't know what they thought they left the wire that's sticking up on the lights and all stuff, but they will do the drain if I insist. So I thought you're going to stay in the first 4 feet, right? The tough part. It's their patio. I don't want to be touching it. But they can do that. With a ditch switch or something, right? You have to go all the way to the back. It wouldn't be very far underground once you got it taken out. Yeah. Need it for about half an hour too, right? I mean, it's pretty easy stuff. That's the shape I want, right? You need some trim work. You see where those stones go around the back room there, around the bed? I was actually wondering, and this isn't for this year, but I was wondering if you and Brian might be at all interested in running those same kind of stones all the way around the side of the house, around the pond, and around to the front. thought, I'm open to anything, but you see how that looks across the back of the house? I didn't think that looked too bad. It goes all the way around the stone, and then it ties in around the bed. Because right now it's you know, there is no line between the new dirt they put in the bed by the pond. It's just all dirt, right? Need to find this somehow. Well, like I said, I wasn't thinking about doing this stone necessarily this year. I'm open to it, but you need the seed and then.
Could you
mulch,
look
right?
up the women's tournament game out in San Jose that went to, yeah. Just open another,
Remember the 6 overtime game?
yeah, that's what I'm going to reference.
Well, I'm interested in getting the grass and the mulch done whenever you guys can do it. Great. I'd love to hear that. Yeah. Well, they would have already seeded that, but I don't know what they seeded it with. And like you said, we had frost a couple of days already. That might not change just yet. By the end of the week, you know, I think every week goes by, you're a lot more confident.
Apparently he's got some cords in his play.
Yeah. What was the relation? To Jack?
Right.
Yeah, he was saying, he was like, oh man, I was like, he had a huge.
What season did you say?
Till after he was like, oh, I gotta get to the same Jack.
When's that?
And he was talking about like playing
Yeah.
with Tays and like doing a shootout.
Yeah.
And I was like, he was just saying Jack.
Okay.
And I was like, and I know Jack Johnson. But
I think it's broke now. I'm hoping it has.
He was like, Jack. I was like, Jack, who? And he was like, doesn't matter. Johnson?
Yeah.
And I said, oh, congratulations. Good for you. You're a good high school.
It was a four, I think it was a 4-3.
I'll get the topsoil. I'll get 4 yards. If you're thinking about it, you know, it's hard to tell, right?
I think it was women's senior.
It's left over. It's left over. No trouble. And then, no, I'll get the seed and the topsoil. And if you want to start thinking about the mulch, you guys can have a look while you're there next weekend. You just keep on growing it, man. Mulch all the rest of the weekend. No, that's great. Now, some of those beds, some of the beds are already kind of full. So we might need to, like the tarp, in the driveway on the right-hand side. Well, when I call for the soil, I'll just ask for mulch too. But I won't get the mulch this week.
We rejoin you from suburban Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as the Tier 1 Youth Nationals U14 Championship game has not been decided yet. Shattuck St. Mary's and Detroit Honeybaked are tied at 2 as we enter the second overtime period. Deuces are wild. So the teams go to their respective sides. Shattuck will skate left to right on your screen. And Honeybaked right to left. And here we go. Face-off won here by Shattuck St. Mary's, and we're underway with the second overtime. Ryan Lindgren gives the puck right back to Detroit Honeybaked. And the give back to Shattuck St. Mary's, who give it right back to Honeybaked at center. Bringing it in is Lalonde. Lalonde back behind, shot on, save made, but a rebound comes back out to the slot where Shattuck will look to clear and send it up. This goes to Crosley. No, check that Keller. Keller just shot the puck in, and this puck goes over the net and to the half wall. This one brought on to center by Honeybaked, who looked to bring it ahead. That's 20, no, check that. 97, Hunter Conley with the send-in. Lewandowski right there. Brings it forward. Edquist will touch. Now this one goes right to Kidorenko. Kidorenko couldn't get a shot. Rebound doesn't go. Kidorenko got it back. Third try. Not going to go. Centering pass. Blocked away. So now the puck is in the corner. Kidorenko got crushed in the corner. Here comes Shattuck St. Mary's. This one to Shrout. Shrout missed his shot wide. Now here comes Honeybaked. 2-on-2 at the line with a trailing Shattuck St. Mary's defender. Puck coming out to the half wall. Waiting for the puck is Kidorenko on the near side. Kidorenko goes down on the play, maybe tripped, no call. We continue. Shattuck will clear the puck away to center. And we have 8 minutes roughly remaining in the second overtime. As Gleason tried to shoot one in, he was blocked and sandwiched by Ryan Lindgren, among others. Here comes Shattuck St. Mary's, but keeping the puck in on the play was Bloomfeld. Now Shattuck comes back out to center. Honeybaked will send it in. This one goes right to Lalonde. We play on, and Honeybaked controlling with a centering pass that won't go off the stick of Jermaine Semvel. 7:30 to play in the overtime. Shattuck coming ahead. This is Keller. Keller goes by the wayside. He's dumped into the net, and the net goes off in akimbo. We do want to reference an overtime game for the ages yesterday in the Tier 2 girls 14 and under tournament. A game went 6 overtimes as the St. Lawrence Thunder beat the Cape Cod Storm finally after all of that, 4-3. It was an interesting game to track, especially on Twitter, where you should follow USA Hockey Nationals at USAH Nationals. All sorts of results from tournaments happening around the country as a part of national playoffs. Face off in the neutral zone, won by Honeybaked and given right back to Shattuck. They play give and go as Honeybaked will bring it in. That one from Lewandowski goes to the corner. Lewandowski, a goal scorer from Gleason earlier in the game. Seems like so long ago. Crosley tried to bring it ahead. He did, and this one will go right to Greenway. Shoots one, and a glove stop by Latarella. 7:02 left in period at number 5 of 3 scheduled, so we're in double overtime. Waiting in the wings, the Connecticut Wolfpack and the Chicago Mission. I'll have that game for you once this one is complete. Honeybaked look to bring it ahead. This one goes right to Lalonde. Lalonde could not get a shot. Going to Shrout now. Shrout lost the puck. Here comes Honeybaked. Home run ball to Lalonde would not go. And this one goes right back over to James Greenway. Greenway tried to send it cross ice to Kenny Johnson, who is related to a famous guitarist, and we'll get to that at a stoppage of play if we have one. Greenway looking to bring it in. Greenway was blocked. Now going back to get it is Lindgren. Icing wave touched on by Edquist to Lindgren. Lindgren goes over right to Clayton Keller. Keller races in onside. Keller loads and fires. Save made. Keller got the rebound. Keller over in the corner, running out of room. Going down on the play was Detmer. But the puck is cleared back to the blue line and beyond for Honeybaked to control. This one coming in thanks to Jermaine Semvel. Semvel just missed. Rebound. Save made. Rebound again. Save is made by Edquist. And now that quick Kenny Johnson connection for Shattuck St. Mary's. He is actually the brother of a guitarist that you may know by the name of Jack Johnson, who allegedly has a good hockey shot too. We just kid. But Jack Johnson, the famous musician, the brother to Kenny Johnson. Face-off one here by Honeybaked. We are still underway as Elliott loads and fires. He just missed the far side post. Pastujov kept it in, and that's Nick Pastujov, rather, keeping it in for Honeybaked for a moment before that one is brought in by Hutsko off side at the line, are Shattuck St. Mary's. 5:26 left in the fifth period of overtime. Second period of overtime proper, but the fifth period of the game. Played at center. No, we'll have a face-off at center. Detroit Honeybaked win it. They'll bring it ahead on the far side. This one goes right over to Nick Pastujov. Pastujov digs, and that shot came from 71. Lewandowski. Honeybaked score, and they win the U14 National Championship in 2 overtimes. Lewandowski with the initial shot. We'll see who is credited with the goal officially, but the goal was scored off a rebound. An effort well done for Shattuck St. Mary's as they finish a respectable second, and Honeybaked celebrates the Bantam Major Championship victory. We'll see if we can get the goal scorer. It looks like either Lalonde or Armstrong put the puck in the net. It is not necessarily the word I am looking for is it doesn't matter, because Honeybaked wins the championship 3-2. We'll have an awards celebration here in a moment as I get prepared for Connecticut and the Chicago Mission. We thank you for joining us on FastHockey.com. We want to give credit to our camera person, Kenny Zinkevich. Our field producer is also Nate Wood, and the executive in charge of production for FastHockey.com is Chris Nightingale. For everybody associated with FastHockey.com, Jeff Disher signing off from Pittsburgh, where Detroit Honeybaked are your Bantam Major champions. So long, everybody.
opponents permitted on the ice. A Honeybaked winning goal, his second goal of the game, scored by number 71, Mitchell Lewandowski. Assist to number 9, Nick Castigal, and number 13, Patrick Codorengo. Time of the goal, 15 minutes and 45 seconds of overtime.
Be entertaining.
Yeah. Good to share it with you guys.
Yep.
And,
Great to listen to you. Well done. It's great listening to you.
Doing all of these games?
The Robert Morris University Island
I've been
Sports
upstairs
Center,
all weekend.
USA Hockey, we would like to take this opportunity to thank all the players, coaches, referees, parents, and volunteers for participating in the 2013 Toyota USA Hockey National Championships. Special recognition of the history needs to go to Robin Trellis, our tournament chairperson. Without her, this would not have all happened. Tireless efforts, organization, everything that she has done and her staff has done, I believe are entitled her to a great round of applause. We first would like to present our runner-up awards to the second place, Shattuck St. Mary's. Congratulations, gentlemen, for a great tournament. As I call your name, I would ask you to come up. We can do the medal presentation and proceed accordingly. Number 1, Ryan Edquist. Number 3, Kenny Johnson. Number 4, Logan Hutchko. Number 5, Robert Luger. Number 7, Liam Toller. Number 8, Nico Carmanis.
How are you?
Number 9, Clayton Keller. Number 10, Ben Lowen. Number 11, Riley Williams. Number 12, James Greenway. Number 14, Nicholas Walker. Number 16, Mason Palmer. Number 18, Ryan Lindgren. Number 19, Brett Crossley. Number 20, Carter Hillsgrove. Number 21, Graham McPhee. Number 22, Julian Detmer. Number 30, Drew Speckman. Head coach John Longfontaine. Assistant coach Jason Fredericks. And manager Larry Horseman. This time, I'd like to present the U14 USA Hockey National Championship Award to Honeybaked. Number 77, Alex Armstrong. Number 3, Ryan Stattuck. Number 24, Sean Bailey. Number 17, Justin Bloomfield. Number 97, Conley Hunter. Number 10, Luke Holland. Number 44, Mitch Elliott. Number 61, Ben Gleason. Number 13, Patrick Todorenko. Number 87, Noah Lamont. Number 8, Igor Laranov. Number 29, Michael Laparella. Number 71, Mitchell Lewandowski. Number 84, Nicholas McKee. Number 21, Michael Pasuzov. Number 9, Nicholas Pasuzov. Number 88, German Sambello. Number 7, Dylan St. Pierre. Head coach Pat Peake. Assistant coach Kevin Hatcher. Assistant Mike Hamilton. Manager Larry Conley. Honeybaked captains, would you please come forward?